An adaptation is a change in an organism that makes it more suited to a specific environment and increases the chance of survival. There are two basic categories of types of adaptations: structural, which is a physical trait, such as a porcupine's quills to ward off predators, or behavioral, which is something the organism does that helps it survive, such as a bird migrating to a warmer climate during harsh seasons. Natural selection is the process of nature selecting the best fit organisms to survive, while culling out the traits that aren't so helpful for survival. But how does this happen? All living things inherit genes from their parents which determine certain traits and characteristics. Our eye color, height, and even hair texture is often determined by the genes passed on to us by our parents. In the wild, organisms pass on traits to their offspring just like us. If these traits are helpful for survival, the individual will probably live and pass those traits on to their offspring. If they're detrimental to survival, they will probably die and natural selection will weed out those unfavorable characteristics. Occasionally, genes will mutate by random chance, and a new and different trait will show up in an offspring that isn't determined by the offspring's parents. These mutations can be positive or negative. If they're positive and helpful to an organism's survival, natural selection will select for these traits, and individuals will pass them on to their offspring. The theory of evolution says that over time, these changes could lead to the development of a new species. On the other hand, mutations could be negative and make an organism more vulnerable. These traits will not be passed on because the mutated individual will likely die as long as the environment stays the same and the mutation remains harmful to survival.